At least the volcano's easy to find.
Someone there?
Who's there? Stop right there. It's
You're
the
mine
envoy.
now!
Worth and wrath!
Let's see what you got!
That'll show him.
Worth and wrath!
Hurry in the brush!
That armor's no good!
Masansude!
Well said!
Worth and wrath!
Never had a chance.
Worth and wrath!
Over here!
Worth and wrath! Worth and wrath! Worth and wrath!
Watch out!
Worth and wrath!
Nice!
Watch your right!
Then! Masansude!
God's peace!
Worth and wrath! and rot! I am worse than rot!
Speed up.
I am worse than rot!
Come and get me! Good one! I got this.
I am worse than rot!
Solace has a few old-fashioned ideas about animancy, to put it lightly. Thank you for letting Petru go free. Animancy is not a crime, but many feel entitled to treat it as one. Aren't we all? Whether or not Petru is successful as an animancer, he has a right to learn the art. And it's good to know someone out there is defending his rights. Until next time.
You know, I don't think I've ever seen so many books in one place. And to think Elder Grigor was going to hide them away from everyone. Well, at least Dolna's got her hands on them. Hopefully, the books will get passed around by the Pargrunin. Sharing is caring, you know. Exactly right. In all seriousness, Envoy, I'm glad those books are being freed. And even more glad to know I'm traveling with the one who freed them. Well, That's all I have to say on the matter, I suppose. Unless there's something else you wish to discuss? How can I help, darling? Always a pleasure, envoy.
Garrod did this. You can tell because the cowards ran away.
We won't let him get far.
Worse than rot! Worse than rot!
Good one!
I think worse than rot! I think worse than rot! Myself today!
Good fight.
Worse than rot!
Let's finish.
This one's mine.
Worse than rot!
Nicely done.
I think worse than rot! I think worse than rot!
Hey! Over here!
That's done? Who's hungry?
Eats you at the roots if you lie.
Worse than rot!
Not bad, envoy.
Thank you. Thank you. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't come. I don't know. They caught me. They said they had questions. Then they stopped making sense. Just nonsense.
That's the Dream Scourge, all right.
Please. There is a friend of mine hiding in the summit. You have to help me before it's too late.
Let's hurry.
I heard. Aha! We've got company.
Ahek worse than wrath! Ahek worse than wrath! Ahek worse than wrath!
Watch this!
Ahek worse than wrath! Ahek worse than wrath!
Next one's mine.
There's gotta be another way through.
Ahek worse than wrath! Then! Ahek worse than wrath! Ahek worse than wrath! Ahek worse than wrath!
Steel Garrote left in a hurry. Either they were 2 steps ahead of us, or running for their lives.
Are these Pcgaming books? Like campfire reading? I wonder how the Steel Garrote got them. They've got Solace Keep circled on that map. Whatever this means, it isn't good.
There's no obvious path from Solace.
Hang on. What if that path is under the keep?
Then what is a closely guarded secret doing in a Steel Garrote encampment?
Someone must have told Ludwig. Even amongst a tight-knit group like the Pcgaming, there's always someone with a price.
We can't allow the Steel Garrote to reach the garden. You are meant to go there, and we are meant to take you. Don't forget the plants and animals. Their souls depend on us as well.
We won't let them down.
Trespasser! She defiles our ground! Murderer! She is near!
You will go no further. The garden is under our protection.
And who is going to stop? The time has come to take the garden.
Wardens will never...
Yesterday, this island suffered in the grip of its own madness. Today, the living lands unites under one flag. One people. One law. One true God.
No! Never again!
Disturbs us! Invaders in the garden!
Come! Let's talk!
Who's next? Anyone?
So here you are. Sapodal coaxed you toward the garden, a spider luring a fly to the safety of the web.
Who spins? Who rides? She weaves a trap of steel.
Look at my paladin's envoy. Look what your god has done to us. I should have realized it sooner. The Dream Scourge is Sapodal's weapon. A cudgel to drive us out of the living lands. The evidence is right in front of us.
I don't believe your god could knowingly wield the Dream Scourge. Their mind is broken, with no capacity for malice.
And no capacity for reason either. Like a child playing with their mother's invention. Isn't that right?
You talk too much. The dead should remain silent.
What a pair we make, Envoy. Proxies in a war between gods. Your patron versus my faith. A war that ends here and now. The choice is ours. Do we trust our own judgment? Or do we gamble it all on the monster whispering in your ear? Good. Maybe there's hope for you yet.
Whatever she tells you will serve her own ends. Don't listen.
No matter where we turn, we find the consequences of Sapadal. Plague, blight, madness. The Living Lands hangs by a thread because mortals cannot live in the shadow of a god, much less one that's lost its mind.
I hate to say this, but she's got a point. Not that I trust her with the solution.
Use whatever brain is left in your skull. Mortals have been here for centuries. It's only gotten worse since you arrived.
You and I alone can save the Living Lands by destroying the unending madness that is Sapadal.
She lies! She poisons!
Good. This island's got enough trouble ahead without an angry god making it worse.
We are? I would hate to lose your god before we fully understand them, but it's hardly my choice to make.
It's not every day that a godlike vanquishes their creator. Tell me, when the time comes, will you hesitate? Or will it be swift? I wish I could see that for myself. Are you confident in your own strength? Do you imagine that Sapadal has no hold over you? I will judge that for myself, and judge harshly, starting with your conduct in Dawnshore.
Be prepared to answer for yourself. Nothing is beneath her notice.
You brought your killer to justice. Not as I had hoped, but justice wears many faces. That wasn't your choice to make. I would have carried out the sentence personally. Still, it was justice nonetheless. What of Emerald Stair? You were wise not to interfere with Fior Messiferno. Wiser, perhaps blind. It makes no difference.
Just because we didn't chase your rats into the woodpile, doesn't mean we don't have claws.
You speak out of turn, little Animancer. Already you are doomed in the eyes of the Burned Queen. Do you wish to condemn the Envoy as well?
No. Finish your judgment and be done with us, corpse.
The Steel Garrote cleansed the city of governance, history, and animancy gone awry. Our paths crossed again in Shatterscarp. You destroyed the ruins of Naku Kubel, saved the settlement, hobbled the Dream Scourge. After weighing your conduct, I have reached a decision. You have one chance to do the right thing, Envoy. One chance. Kill Sapadal, and do not falter.
A false promise. A chance to escape.
We've thrown our lot in with a monster.
Your fealty has bought you my trust. Do not squander it. Just do your job, Envoy. I leave Sapadal in the garden to you. Another matter calls me back to Dawnshore. Until next time.
At least I can take my anger out on someone.
Don't let the Dreamthralls surround you.
Feed them to the
Here we go! Don't let up. It's still coming.
Ik word een rat! Ik word een rat! Then! Ik word een rat!
More coming from the camp.
Quick as a fox.
Ik word een rat!
Couldn't have done it better. Into the lead.
Ik word een rat! Ben!
Well struck.
Who's ready for more?
I hope you're ready to sleep with one eye open, because I doubt Ludwig sleeps at all. I hate to say it, but whatever did that, whatever turned all those people into Dreamthralls, I think it was Sabadal. We've got to get you to the garden, whatever it takes.
Vipers in a knot. The venom drowns us. Save us, please. Touch the Adro. Feel our voice. Speak. We would speak to you. they stand outside our prison, we rattle the bars they do not hear. We scream, they do not answer. When they are done with us, they will rend you next. You are like them, always cruel, always. You and she and all the rest, exactly the same. This was never our fault. Yet she made it our sin. She who caged us. She who called us monster. We thrash and the affliction rises. We scream and the rot spreads. We did not intend to lie. You close your ears. We try to clear the mist. They hurt us. We hurt them back. We hurt them again, again, again. Filled them with the rot of our anguish. Until they understood our agony. Until the soil rang with it. Help us. We were alone until we found you. We cause it, but it is not our way. You would have done the same, you with your rage, you with your hate. Release us, then the rot ends. Free us, free yourself, free the living lands. We give you another sliver of our power, a piece of us. Do you accept? The parasites who trapped us left a door in the garden's wall. Reach it, and you can set us free. Let us aid you once more. We grant you our power. Find the wall of the valley across the acid sea. It cups our prison in its palm. It waits. We wait. Free us. End our suffering. End yours.
Not going back the way we came.
We'll find another way. Keep moving.
You've got better aim than a sharpshooter, Giatta.
Worse than rot!
Not that you asked for my opinion.
Quarry in the front!
I think worse than rot!
In the eyes!
Worse than rot!
Nothing like a win with a good team.
I think worse than rot!
Knives and shit!
Purge the blade!
Treacherous weeds!
Worse than rot! I think worse than rot! I think worse than rot!
Good one!
I think worse than rot!
Show me what you got!
That'll show him.
I think worse than rot!
Stinging weeds! Feed them to the earth!
Have you ever been to the
It will sunder all the living lands if we do not put a stop to it.
I know. I felt the lives lost.
It is inexcusable. The forces of nature must be kept in balance. This abuse cannot go unpunished.
Our siblings are at odds.
They hesitated their peril. They've grown soft, blind to the predators lurking in their midst.
It is a being of instinct, not malice.
Its instincts cannot be tamed.
I hear the others plotting. I agree the gods must act. But if we are divided... No.
No. What do you mean?
We are too late. I sense a great shift in the Audra. One of our siblings has moved with terrible strength. What have they done?
May the hunt begin.
Gods. I could roast a Balrog on the energy coming off this thing.
I know I'm beautiful, darling, but usually my admirers hide their stares a little better.
Oh, I wasn't, I mean, you do look lovely, but,
Envoy? I've seen Mount Forja erupt before, but never like that. It's like it was angry, like it was screaming in pain. I don't know what really happened, but I assume Sappadal was involved. Blessed gods. Is it too much to ask to just let us live our lives for a while? It's like they have nothing better to do. Anyway. Pleasant dreams.
And run!
Get the envoy! Never had a chance.
That's one for us.
The keep is on high alert. Good. At least they know how to plan for a crisis.
And then what? Start over with nothing?
I don't like the way that lava is rising.
That's why, man.
He's not the one I'm worried about. Someone's going to have to tell the outposts.
Sure. Keep us going. I knew it. The moment I saw that the clear forever.
Everyone, please, do not panic. Simply exit the keep quickly and calmly
Envoy! Gods beyond, who let you in here? Please, whatever it is, we are in crisis. I cannot help you. We're minutes away from being overrun by lava flows. I have to get my people out. You must leave now. We told you, we don't know, and this is hardly the time to be asking.
The Steel Garrote would tell you otherwise. We have reason to believe there's a path under the keep. Be thankful you're talking to us rather than them. They were planning to storm the keep.
The Steel Garrote were marching on the keep? How? Why would they think the garden was beneath Solace? How could they have gotten anywhere close to such valuable artifacts? Kostya's scouts would have seen them and they didn't report. You weren't lying then. He was. Good God.
Could Kostya have told the Steel Garrote about another entrance to the garden?
No. If such a thing existed, I can't believe it. He wouldn't. I can't believe I didn't see this coming. I was a fool. I have failed my duties. Kostya. He lacks faith in the Wardens and conviction in Nandru's teachings. But I always believed he had a certain strength of character. That he could see wisdom and bow before it. I understand how Kostya could be tempted by false notions of freedom and prosperity, but... Oh, this is entirely too much. How could he have done this? I can't believe Kostya handed the Steel Garrote a secret we protected for hundreds of years. Who knows what he'll do with the sluice gates? He cares so little for the keep that I worry he's going to have us drowning in lava. Oh, no, I cannot ask you to do that. I love all my Warden's envoy, even the traitors. But I will show you where Kostya has gone. If he wants to tell someone where the garden is, let him tell you. If you find that he's doing anything other than opening the gates that would protect our home from the lava, I would ask that you stop him. I meant what I said. I do not wish to see him dead. But if he would risk the keep, then he risks our lives. We cannot suffer those who would harm us to live. Now I must return to the evacuation, and you must go on your way. Let's hope we don't need your wishes. If your arrival is indeed a message from Nandru, I hope he remembers his people well. I hope he is proud of us. Go now, and go with the gods.
Outsider! That was a damn big explosion, wasn't it? Heard it down here above the sound of the anvils. What can I do for you? Blessed day! What would you like done? Aye, the golem. Oh, this will be my pleasure. This won't take long, but it will be worth it. Just you wait and see.
Let's keep a safe distance.
Here you are. The finest blade I have ever had the pleasure of crafting. May it serve you well. I should hope so. Anything less would be an enormous waste of potential.
They went through this door. Be careful down there.
different circumstances, I would love to spend some quality time here.
That's getting high. We shouldn't stick around.
Worth and wrath! Worth and wrath! I am worth and wrath! I am worth and wrath!
Couldn't have done it better.
I am worth and wrath!
Another win, but who's counting? Come on, we don't want to be down here when Kostya does whatever he's planning.
That was a close one.
Voices silenced.
This whole place feels like it's gonna come apart.
Worth the rock! Worth the rock!
They wound us, and we wound in return.
Not saying a word.
Dead! Worth the rock! Worth the rock! Worth the rock! Worth the rock!
Another glorious battle.
Oh!
Ends this night. When will the sun rise?
Avec worth and wrath, Massan Sude!
That'll show him.
Bodies are still warm. Kostya must have passed by recently. We should move.
Then! Wolf and wrath!
Aim where?
Avec worth and wrath!
Come and get me! Next one's mine!
Worth and wrath! Worth and wrath!
Hey! Over here!
Worth and wrath!
Vida!
Avec worth and wrath!
Hold on. What's the target?
Worth and wrath!
Hot.
think, just jump.
A spark. Daylight. Essence we have not felt in centuries.
You. I know you. Come. Speak.
No. Here. Now. It cannot be.
My sister. Soul of my soul. How did you find me here? I have been here for so long. I recall a mind, a being, someone who cherished me. Free us, they said. But I broke our bond. I locked myself away. I remember it all. I feel Sabadal's mind beneath yours, swimming in the deep. You should run. That was the name my mother gave me. But that was never what they called me. To them, I was beloved. An endearment my God wielded against me like a cudgel. I would have killed them with it if I could. But they were beloved of me, too. That was the name they gave themselves. Stolen from the ancient souls, whose deaths gave rise to them, to us. We were little more than appendages to them. That is why I must ask you to destroy them. Yes, you see them with eyes unclouded. The ruined cities, the crevasses cleaved into the earth. They remade the land in their image. It reflects their twisted heart. You, my sister, who are more brave than I, go now to the garden and hang the gardener from their tree. Your mind cannot understand it. But your soul, when the opportunity is before you, it will know what to do. You need only walk a little more. You are nearly at the end. You know, I always meant to die down here, to siphon my soul into a lonely pillar, disconnected from the stone that makes our world, disconnected from them. I only hope that Sabadal releases you to the same long peace. I do not know my end. In that I find a peace beyond any even the true gods can dream of. Go then. But please, you must do it. Destroy them, sister. And when you see Boudica, tell her I said hello.
Strange. phantasmal focus picked up something, but it's gone now.
You okay? You went away again, but this time seemed different.
Sluice gates ahead. Let's find Kostya, fast. Love is high. We gotta hurry.
Good, you're here. Help me destroy this winch. We can't risk someone turning it and opening the gates. If the keep falls so that we might live, so be it. Yes, exactly! I'm saving my people, Envoy. With your help, or without it. So long as the keep stands, my people are trapped here. Doomed by an oath to a dead man.
No one should be bound to a pile of stones. Certainly not because of a centuries-old oath.
Our people were nomads for ages until we built the keep. When it falls, we'll be free to explore the world again. I will not watch my people rot here for the sake of a pointless oath. Ha! Finally! Proof she's got a spine. Well, Envoy, now's your chance. Are you going to be a good little minion and do as she asked? Or will you let me save my people from themselves?
A life for rubble, blood for the prison of old ways. We twine.
So be it. And you are so close. The entrance to the garden is just beyond this door. I always knew it would come to this.
Worse than wrong!
Never had a chance. Look out for yourself.
Just like the good old days.
That's that.
ingredients again.
Wait to me.
I still can't believe that sucker sub Jituli Kostya.
What happened to Darren? Is everyone all right? Thank you. I cannot explain how afraid I was for my people and our home. Maybe, after everything that has happened, I can't help but wonder if perhaps Kostya was right. Here, I once was this artifact's custodian, but I failed in protecting the keep. This belongs to one who has proven capable of guarding my people. I wish so much that things had gone differently.
It's a magnificent keep. I just hope it doesn't become their prison.
Closer. We have waited so long.
I feel crazy saying this, but Kostya was right. We should have let Solace Keep fall.
Crazy is one word for it. You really think you can just burn down someone's ancestral home?
Dearie, the keep isn't a home. It's a prison. And now the Pcgaming will never escape.
Solace is my home. I still don't get why any of you feel like you have a say in this.
But you left.
Because I chose to. Kostya doesn't get to make that decision for everybody.
If Kostya doesn't, Mihala will.
Exactly.
The Pcgaming have always had the choice to leave, and we've seen very few take it, dear.
You saw how hard it was for Amalia and her people to leave. They were only allowed to because you found an extraordinary loophole. If anything, I imagine Mihala and her traditionalists will only make it harder to leave now. You know your own mind. There's something to be said for that.
True. And you've a date with the gods soon. We can only hope that you'll make better decisions.
And that's not all. Not to spoil the moment with good news, but I doubt the rest of the island has been quiet while we've been looking for the garden. Things have only gotten more tense since Fjord, and the Steel Garrote probably hasn't been doing us any favors on that front.
Our friend was able to talk some sense into their leader, though. Hopefully that will last. Not to mention, after we take care of the Envoy's little god problem, we'll still have an empire bearing down on us. We should be so lucky.
Can't say I'm too excited about just walking into the garden. I grew up learning I needed to protect that place, but it never felt like more than a children's tale to me.
I hear you. This island is weird enough when all we have to worry about are vengeful plans and soul-altering corruption.
Am I the only one who's looking forward to the garden? We're pioneers, stepping into the great unknown, a land of mystery.
We have to remember to love them in spite of their lack of proper enthusiasm, dearie.
Can you imagine? An untouched spiritual wilderness just waiting for us. I have a theory about the garden, or a warning, depending on how you want to look at it. Sapadal has been imprisoned a long time. The garden will be a reflection of their dreams, their nightmares, their madness.
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw visions or hallucinations, and not even the fun kind. Anytime, darling.
Before we go any further, I have to ask you something. You told the Inquisitor that you intend to kill Sapadal. Is that still the plan? She practically had a knife to your throat. A promise made in terror is not one worth keeping. Sapadal is responsible for the spiritual health of the living lands, and the island has suffered for it. No matter what the Inquisitor said, I don't believe there's a right or wrong choice to make here. Just the one you believe in. Good. Who said it has to be? Remember, we're stepping into a realm that is both physical and spiritual in nature. If you can call it nature. There's no telling how long we'll be gone. For all we know, time could run backwards in the garden.
Not a chance. We're a crew now, so you're stuck with me until the end. Marius?
I told you I'd be with you till the end. I don't go back on my promises. What about you, Giatta?
You're not going into the garden without me. I have to see this with my own eyes. Yatsli, if you feel like running back to Quilici, now would be the time. No one would think less of you.
And tell Quilici that I missed out on the most exciting part.
You're gonna get me going too. We're with you. All the way.
I plan on wandering the garden whether I'm traveling with you or not. I have to find out what the big deal is.
Agreed. I'm not waiting in camp while the rest of you have all the fun. Hope to see you out there, Marius.
Well, let's go then. We can't keep your god waiting.
So, this is it. The spiritual epicenter of the living lands. Where it all began, and where it all ends. For so long I have looked out on a horizon full of possibilities. Now that it's here, I'm too scared to breathe. Ugh, why am I so anxious? I think that I'm juggling so many variables that it's impossible to focus on even one. Do you remember when Manto Pastor sent you after the heart of an Adragan? If only it were that easy. We are standing in the beating heart of the living lands. Just imagine what we can do with it. What a waste. My parents were going to build a better world for Animancers. That dream was their legacy to me. You and I have come farther than they did, to an impossible place where anything can happen. Anything. Of course you are. I don't know what's going to happen, but you've had my back since the beginning. I won't forget it. Who could rest at a time like this? I must admit, I had my doubts about Solace. It was like a dungeon, except the wardens were the prisoners. You could have helped Kostya destroy the keep, but you left it standing. Why? I agree. A decision like this belongs to the community, not the ambitions of one man. Even if Solace isn't going anywhere, I think your arrival was a sign of changes to come. Wherever you go, you break people out of their habits. You banish the old ways. And its disadvantages. Someone is always watching you. Wherever that power comes from, whether it's your heritage or political status, it's a terrible burden. I don't envy you, but at least you keep things interesting. Thanks for talking.
Envoy, you're probably here to see how I'm doing, yeah? Well, I'm doing great. I always knew my home would destroy itself from within. I just never thought I'd get a chance to stop it. Huh, a statue of me next to Nandru, rolling my eyes and drunk on Wodak. But enough of that. You have a lot to do, and I'm right behind you. Right, changing the subject. You too.
Marius, what do you know about snake bites?
Envoy? Blacked out at that Audra and the lava tubes beneath Solace. But it seemed different somehow. Oh, okay. Nothing to worry about. Wait. Nandru? As in founder of Solace. Obsessed with the garden. Actual Nandru. Well, that's not what I was expecting. People in Solace always claim they're speaking the word of Nandru. And here you are, actually hearing from the man. Doesn't even really matter what he said if you ask me. There are hundreds of Pargrunen who'd give anything to hear Nandru's voice. Blessed day impressive is what that is. Envoy, what do you need? Until next time.
Let me get this straight. You spoke to the spirit of Nandru, a godlike, same as you. What did he say? Any advice? Any words of encouragement? Oh. I take it that wasn't what you expected. I should have seen this coming. Never listen to the dead. They're cynical, full of regret, and determined to make us all miserable. Thankfully, you're still alive. Fate is in your hands. I see that as an opportunity in disguise. No one is closer to Sapodal than you are. Nandru lost that privilege when he died, which means you alone can judge the god of the living lands. Your opinion is the one that counts. That's perfectly valid. Gods are terrifying in the best of times. For what it's worth, I think you're going to be fine. No matter what you do about Sapodal, it can't get any worse. I wish I could say the same for the living lands. Not before I've done some reading. Looks like a dead end. Oh, I stand corrected.
Is he really an outlaw?
Worth and rot!
For the wheel.
That's done? Who's hungry?
Ready, aim.
don't see a better way down. You... First. I'll be right behind you. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Or am I going mad? What is the meaning of this? It can't be real. This is an illusion. A joke. Tell me we're both seeing the same thing. At least I'm not going mad. Why am I cursed to see this again? Why does the memory follow me wherever I go? Whoever is responsible, I'm tired of the bullshit. Step forward and answer for yourself, coward!
Godlike of Sapadal, long have we awaited you.
Finally, you've come home.
This is almost as bad as Ringram's creepy sculptures.
Oh my gods. They're alive. Let's not be too hasty.
Giatta Castell, welcome.
Wait, you know me? How do you know me?
For centuries, our whispers filled the silence. Then we heard your mother's call.
My mother? You... heard her?
She reached out to us, using the tool you now carry.
But that would have been years ago. The first time she used the phantasmal focus. The only time she used it.
We heard, and Sapadal answered, saying in a great voice, "We are here. You have found us."
But when Sapadal speaks, the living lands trembles. The voice of a god can be a terrible thing.
No, this can't be. What exactly happened to my parents? Tell me, please. I need to know.
Sapadal wanted to be heard, and in so doing, twisted your family in body and soul, broke them into a more suitable shape.
Sapadal does not know the limits of their strength. Mistakes were made.
Mistakes were made? Do you have any idea what my life has been since your little mistake?
After the incident, your parents were like us, and we took pity. So we helped them move on, as they wanted.
In the end, they thought only of you, their pride, and their love.
That's it. That's really it. The answer I've been searching for all these years. Sappadal destroyed my family. I don't hold you responsible. I don't even know if I hold Sappadal responsible. Your god has the intelligence of a scatterbrained goat, but that isn't their fault. It's simply how they came into being. I know they are. My mother and father would not have wanted this. A good animancer embraces death, and they were the best.
We are companions. Toys. Diversions. Sappadal fashioned us out of dreams and memories.
I can't believe it never occurred to me. They're animats. Ancient vessels held together with duty and loyalty. Their design is unusual. Organic, much like the garden itself. Sappadal's work. All this time, your god has been making imaginary friends. Drawing pictures on the walls of their cell. It's almost too sad to imagine. One final question, spirits. What is this? Why are you trying to ruin my life again? Is this your way of haunting me? What is it you want?
That's 4 questions.
We want to apologize on Sappadal's behalf, and for the part we played in your sorrow.
They want to apologize. I came to the garden for answers, not to offer forgiveness. For once, I'm going to heed my own advice. Listen to what my heart tells me. Damn it. I can't believe I'm about to say this. Sappadal has been trapped here for millennia. Alone. Confused. Screaming into the void for anyone who will listen. When they heard the voice of a stranger, they overreacted. How can I hold that against you? Apology accepted.
Thank you, Giatta. And thank you, Godlike, for bringing her all this way.
The time has come for you to find your patron, as you were meant to. May the living lands receive you with open arms. Farewell.
Goodbye. We need to talk about this, but not here.
This feels like one of those times when getting answers doesn't mean getting closure.
All this time, I thought my parents died in a freak accident. An experiment gone awry. A mistake. And in a way, they did. But it wasn't their mistake. It was Sappadal's. Generous? Perhaps. Until I knew the whole story, there was never anyone to blame. This whole experience has me considering my family's work in a different light. Look at what my mother accomplished. Armed with her research and her wits, she found a god. When you speak to a god, it's nothing. barely a reflex. But for the rest of us, it's unimaginable. No Animancer can live up to that. Certainly not me. I thought their legacy was a curse, and I could only break it by completing their work. I was wrong. Exactly. I made it my burden. And for what? One thing is certain. When it comes to animancy, I need to unlearn some of my old assumptions. I wanted to tame the spirit of the living lands. Now, there's so much about it I don't understand. And it's creepy, but wonderful. We mortals are fragile beings. The supernatural is grotesque to us, as is the metaphysical. I believe the power flowing out of the garden drove this island mad. That has to end. Through animancy, we could help the living lands recover. It would take a lifetime, maybe more, but that's a small price to pay. Then again, who am I to interfere with an ecosystem that I barely understand? On the other hand, half the fun of animancy is stirring the pot and getting into trouble. I think I know what I want, but there are too many variables to consider. What do you think? Of course you trust me. I'm brilliant. But we've been together long enough that I value your opinion. You're right. I know you're right. But it's easier said than done. I'm the daughter of proud animancers. Who am I to deprive the community of my wisdom and experience? I've been trying to forget that feeling. Maybe I should hold on to it instead. Without animancy, without my ambition, I don't even know who I am. But maybe that's a good thing. Either way, I can't wait to find out. The Living Lands is nothing if not a place of self-discovery. You and I do not always see eye to eye. But just this once, thank you for hearing me out.